got an idea for a movie. Was thinking about this one for a few days too. So what we have is we have like, say, okay, we have this guy. He's come back from the war. He's taking a train. He's taking the A train, and so and then things went horribly wrong. And now he's got to get back to Long Island. To get back to Long Island, he's going to have to go through the toughest neighborhoods in New York City. And so he has to slowly, you see, he knows the Marine Corps Murph, but he's got to learn, say, the boogie down, that, like, the boogie down banger, you know, and it's like, that's like some kind of pun, you know, something like, it's, you know, like the Speed Knot or something, you know, it's like Black Man Rising, the Speed Knot, you know, and stuff. Now, people who don't know what this is, you have to know about, like black people's prison boxing. But yeah, it's so he's got to learn. He's got to learn he's got to learn the uptown, like the uptown shuffle. You know, that's like the footwork. You know, he's got to. Oh shit! I had a gang of these. Okay. Well, shit. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to. I misfit the ship, and then of course I was. God damn it! Okay, this is my fitting screen didn't show me at all this stuff, and I'm angry because this fitting screen should have shown me this. So my computer's is old. It's getting old because I wear it out. I roll it till the wheels fall off. So he ends up learning, like, you know, say the uptown, you know. Lagging piece of shit. And he learns, like, the uptown shuffle, you know, and so he has to go through Manhattan, you know, and it's like, and you know, and that might be even, you know, he's running from the cops and he has to learn the uptown shuffle, you know, so he can dip on the law. He dips, does a back flip. Got to know some old rap music to know that reference. You know, run, motherfucker, run. You know, that was a good old. Oh, this lagging, god damn it. Oh, no, that worked actually the way I want. Okay, good. Good. All right. Now, let's see. This is the part that's gonna fucking make me crazy. All right. Or not. Okay. And so then he's got to go through, like, the Bronx, you know. So that would be that would be the boogie down banger, you know. So it's like you know, he learns how, like, just one time somebody in the face, you know, knock him out, and knock him out the box, Rick, knock him out, and it could even be the thing, like they could call him Pretty Ricky or something like that, you know, like that's not his name, but you know, it's, you know, he's got to be given some kind of silly name, you know, and because you know, he's the white guy. That's how it works. He's got to be given this silly name because he's this white guy who's managed to find himself fighting his way through the streets of New York City, you know, and he's got to get upstate. He's got to get upstate. He's got to get north of Buffalo, and he'll be safe. He's got to get back to Poughkeepsie, and he'll be safe. He's got to get up there to what's it called? Woodstock, and he'll be far enough away from the city that he could rest again. all he ever wanted to do was just rest and relax. But the city won't let him. And he's got to like battle like, all kinds of characters, like not the old dirty bastard, but like the old filthy bastard, and that's like a guy, he tries to do the Murph on him, right? But the Murph doesn't work because the guy's filthy. It's fucking disgusting. So you've got to learn like the boogie down banger. He's got to do the uptown shuffle. No, there's gonna be somebody who's fast. It's like like all the guys are like wielding knives. It's all over the subway. People just wielding knives. He meets up with a girl with a natural. Kick the shit out of people. Always. And that she doesn't. After like she like knocks somebody out, like she like does a dance move. You gotta have some shit like this. This has gotta happen. This white guy just doesn't know what's happening. Like he's like really like a very normal white man who's come back from Afghanistan. The nigga runs a neighborhood food stand. He's not Middle Eastern. He's a Poughkeepsie resident. In the Marines, he was initiated. And so he had to learn the Murph. And the Murph's not enough though. Not to get you out of New York, not to get you through all 5 boroughs. So people got to come up with this. You got to help me. You got to help me with some of these styles. What would the styles be? Because I still don't know what Brooklyn would be. See, Brooklyn, that's a tough one. That's a tough one, isn't it? Queens and Brooklyn. What's their move? What's their move? Like you got to put it in the comments. The boogie down banger. That's not that. There's a better one. I bet I wouldn't even be surprised there's moves from the 52 blocks like, oh no, the robot. You'd be like, what? Oh yeah, Queens, they'll pull the robot on your ass. You think you got this fool with an uppercut? Robot. Oh, and he catches you. Catches you with an elbow. Anybody who you have to know a bit about 52 blocks to get any of that kind of humor. So it was just something I was thinking about with this the guy, the choke out thing, and then it turns out this dude had like been like charged 40 times for all kinds of crimes and stuff, and now people once again. So this is again one of these weird things about like the spiritual aspect in America going back to something savage and pre-Christian. Criminals, so evil spirits, so people who are evil, who then died in a horrible way. What this is classic evil obeah. This is dark, what you do with dark magic. You keep reciting their name, you light things on fire, you cause destruction, you get everybody angry, you spread lies. That's key to this kind of thing. It's just the way it is. Because otherwise you'd be spreading the truth about how wonderful their life was. They died in this way, but you'd be trying to actually have a form of closure and consolence, I'm looking at a bunch of these terms from that. That's not recapitulate. There is recapitulation, but that's not recondite. Oh, I can't believe the word. It's like an economic term when you go over all their debits and all their credits, and you do it at the end of the night. That's what you used to do back in the day. You would balance the books, but that's what it is you're balancing the scales. And you're a part of that process, recognizing them in a rite that celebrates the best memories. That balances the scales in a way. because the idea being the judge, you are helping, you are actually a part of the process with one's advocate, and the advocate is the Holy Spirit, and so that you are actually a part of that process, where they then are represented in front of their Creator, and that their Creator realizes, like, no, there's people that are alive that are sad you are gone. They're singing your praises, and praying that I am merciful to your soul. That's a part of it. The way that we, from ancient times and spiritual concepts and eventually Christianity, rolls it all up and puts a bow on it. This is why even fucking what's his face, the wickedest man, Crowley, like, he had to admit, he's like, no, the Eucharist is the ultimate right of all rights. He's like, it's the most beautiful, and that's why it's called the right, and but yeah, and so even he had to admit that it took an ancient, really pagan thing that really, like, Jews are like, we don't know where you got this. We have no idea. We have our theories, but we have no idea where you guys got this. This horrifies us. And so that whole idea of this, of in some way bringing some kind of peace to something that is always going to be tragic, and that's death. But in this case, this was somebody that, and over and over again with BLM, with people who've admitted being Marxists and then into Obeah, into Yoruba religion, fundamentally Obeah and conjure, is, I like putting it in our way, Obeah and conjure, and it's dark magic. They openly admit it. They have nothing to do with Christian forgiveness. Nothing about their movement has anything to do with that. Nothing about their movement has anything to do with, trying to spread one man, one woman Christian lifestyle. Stay with her until she's old. Even though she's old, don't step out on her because Jesus wouldn't like that. All that kind of stuff. And I get the whole idea of, like, the red pill reset, where it's really like, is anybody really advocating solidly for, if you are religious and you want that outcome, pursue that, and somebody who believes that, and be a good boy. It's like, understand Andrew Tate's made the decisions he's made, and that's that. Just like, you're gonna have to live according to your principles. It's the key. That's what it's really supposed to be, right? It's that you're living according to your own principles, and because you have to. That's the you can't live according to other people's principles, because you can't really know what other people's principles are. You're living in a pretense. That's why it's the Matrix. And so you take the red pill and you start understanding, I have to know myself, what motivates me, and truly reflecting on both the good and the bad of that. You balance the scales, and you come to a point where you see things much more clearly, because you no longer are sitting there thinking, oh, I do this because I'm just an altruistic kind of fella. I look at the Lululemons because they're of such brilliant hue. Look at that brilliant yellow on those Lululemons. No, fucking woo, woo-woo lemon, woo-woo melons, it's, I know exactly why I'm looking at that. And then I have to think about it like, holy crap, I'm like a fucking dog. And then I realize why, like, Jewish Kabbalists, like, will refer to a human as, it's the talking beast. The beast that speaks. I realize why they put it that way. It's like, ooh, yeah, that is pretty much why I'm concerned about that woman's ham line. Is not because I'm an altruist, And so it's so these are. I've been thinking a lot about stuff. I've been working real hard and thinking a lot, and so it's just, I don't know. I've just been having a lot of thoughts running through my head. Haven't talked to you guys in a while, and I was moving a cruiser. I need more cruisers. I always need cruisers. I always get blown up. I'm not very good at this game. So, yeah, I get blown up. So I need cruisers. And so, just some thoughts. I'm not sure what to call this movie. But it's got to get, like with an AI, we could get a script made. It's like, it's kind of like The Warriors. It's kind of like Saints Row the Third. It's kind of like the one with Shonuff and The Glow. The Glow. Who's the baddest? Shonuff. And it's kind of like that. All those kind of things all together at once. That would be dope. But with like a guy who looks like maybe Ryan Gosling Jr., something like that. Or the guy who like played Aquaman. Just a real normal looking dude, pretty normal looking dude. And it's like, oh, you poor bastard, you got to fight your way out of New York. And it's like, there's people, what fool, oh shit, he's doing the Manhattan Shuffle. All right, peace.